Hi, good morning. This is Mayor Valensky with Driving Markets. Okay, let's just catch up where we were last week. So last week we had some significant job reports coming out. On Tuesday we had the JOLTS report, which is the Job Opening Labour Turnover Survey issued by the Bureau of Labor Statistics in the US. And that came in lower than expected. What does that measure? What is the JOLTS report? The JOLTS report measures vacancies in the US. Vacancies for jobs, and those number of vacancies was lower than expected, and that sent markets slightly down and the dollar slightly down also. And then on Wednesday came out ADP. ADP is Auto Data Processing. It's a survey of 400,000 private payroll companies to assess what is the private payroll. That came in lower than expected. On Thursday, Outkick that also assesses, the ADP also assesses the overall health of the private sector and the overall health of the economy as a labour market. Then on Thursday, out came in the jobless claims. Jobless claims are expected to be much higher than normal, however, came in lower than expected. As it came in lower than expected, obviously markets moved up, dollar moved down. Friday was the non-farm payrolls, came in at 199,000. The number was 160,000. Remember, the non-farm payrolls is all of the jobs that are created that are non-agricultural, government jobs, production jobs, consumer jobs, nursing jobs. The problem is with the non-farm payrolls that most of the jobs being created are in non-production, so the government jobs or ancillary nursing jobs that are non-productive. They're not adding value to the US economy, but they are still part of the number. So everyone thinks that the US job market, the US labor market is flourishing. Well, it's not flourishing because the productive sector, the actual manufacturing sector is shrinking, and that is a major concern, and yet is being ignored by Wall Street, by the bankers, by the investment and analysts, and that is something that you need to keep an eye on because it's a red flag. So all of those job numbers came in and the market moved up, even though the non-farm payrolls were higher than expected. You would have expected that initially the markets came off because they were frightened that that is a burning economy. However, they reversed and they went up. Why did they go up? Because they saw that the potential is going to be a soft landing, and the University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report also came out and showed that consumer sentiment was confidence and boisterous, and therefore there was an upbeat to it. So the market says, wow, we're going to have lower inflation and a soft landing. That's not going to happen. Very, very unlikely there's going to be a soft landing. It could be manufactured and it could be manipulated by the Biden administration, because what they want to do is they want to present a marketplace that is flourishing, that Biden's done this and Biden's done that, and Biden's created jobs and Biden's created manufacturing and Biden's created GDP. Not true. They're not true at all. What is really happening is that the US economy is in a poor state, like the European economy and like the UK economy, with real GDP probably much lower than is reported. So that is a particular problem. Moving on to China, China came in at a 0.5% drop in CPI, the Consumer Price Index, and China is shrinking and contracting, and that is a problem because China is the number 2 economy and it's been on a descent already for the last 18 months, especially since it came out from the COVID lockdown. Now, Pan Gongsheng, which is the governor of the Chinese bank, or the Central Bank of China, stated that inflation is going to go up and there's not going to be deflation, but you can't always believe the Chinese, and the probability is there is going to be deflation, and as a result of that, China contracting is going to impact the West, and that is going to have a major impact overall on the global economies. That's it for now. You can share, subscribe, comment. Catch you later. Mayor Valensky, Driving Markets. Speak to you soon.